Hey everyone, today we're going to focus on downward facing dog pose, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Starting in your tabletop position, grounding into the palms, stacking wrists and shoulders, knees and hips. Let's curl the toes under. Gently draw the navel in. And then using your core strength, lift the hips up, lengthen through the back of the legs. Let your head fall and find your center here. Downward facing dog is a foundational posture that we come to often. It helps to strengthen the wrists, the arms, and the shoulders. It stretches the wrists, the hamstrings, and the back. It also lengthens the spine, counteracting long periods of sitting and overall improving posture. This gentle inversion also brings the blood flow to the brain. And through that, we experience a more calm mind, and the focus draws inward, tapping into the root chakra and grounding in here as you find your center. We'll start with our alignment pointers in downward facing dog by focusing on the hands. You could come to a wall or stay in your downward facing dog, but we want to start by bringing the awareness into the hands, spreading the fingers wide and evenly, and placing the pressure between the pointer finger and the thumb pad right there. So start to push the palms into the wall or the floor, and then we're going to start to work our way up our arms, finding a spiraling motion, spiraling down through the wrist to push down through the pad of the palm, and then up through the eyes of the elbows as you start to rotate the shoulders back and down, away from the ears. Feel the palms firmly grounded into the floor or the wall. And that spiraling motion all the way up the arms. Draw the shoulders down. Working your way up the spine, begin to lengthen all the way through the tailbone, as if you had a string attached to the tailbone that was drawing you up. Bring the navel in towards the spine, engage your quadricep muscles, internally rotating the thighs, and lengthen down the back of the legs, behind the knees, pressing down through the heels. That doesn't mean necessarily that the heels are going to touch or that the legs will be straight. It is okay here to have a bend in the knees, to pick your heels up off of the floor. It's more important in downward facing dog that you have a long spine. So if you need to bend into the knees and lift those heels up to find that length, do so. I would rather see this than see the spine rounded and the legs long and the heels down like this. So lengthen up through that spine, bend the knees, and lift the heels up off the floor. If you do find that you have any wrist issues in downward facing dog, you can rotate the hands out, and that will relieve some pressure on the inner wrist. You could also drop down onto the forearms, coming into more of a dolphin posture here, relieving that pressure on the wrists and the hands. Find these modifications and make the practice work for you.